Read 364. The strength of the 9 mysterious golden lightning. If one were to rank the 9 mysterious golden lightning like a heavenly flame on the heavenly flame ranking, this lightning would boast a position equivalent to the purifying demonic lotus flame or even the nihility devouring flame. This 9 mysterious golden lightning would only appear after refining a Tier 9 golden pill. It was an earth-shaking matter each time this lightning appeared. The world would quiver, and even elite Do Shangs would appear tiny and insignificant under the might of this lightning. Within some of the ancient books, there were records of the unusual natural phenomenons forming when an alchemist, who had reached the peak, refined a Tier 9 golden pill. The most frightening aspect of this unusual phenomenon was the 9 mysterious golden lightning. Even an ordinary elite Do Shang would be turned into dust if that expert touched it even a little. Of course, the 9 mysterious golden lightning was extremely rare even during the golden age of the ancient era. It had been thousands of years since the 9 mysterious golden light had appeared on the Do Chi continent. In other words, the Tier 9 golden pill had not appeared on the Do Chi continent for thousands of years. However, probably no one in the world could refine this divine medicinal pill. Even Xiao Yin could only remain quiet before these words. Given his medicinal refinement skills, he might not dare to say that he was the best on the continent, but it would not be difficult for him to be ranked among the top 3. However, the highest tier medicinal pill that he had ever refined was a Tier 9 treasure pill. He had never attempted to refine the Tier 9 mysterious pill. Even less needed to be said about the higher-ranked Tier 9 golden pill. Hence, the legendary 9 mysterious golden lightning was something he had only ever read about in the ancient books. Although he had never seen it, he was still able to recognize the 9 mysterious golden lightning at first glance because of his sharp spiritual perception. This place has actually produced a 9 mysterious golden lightning. Even with Xiao Yan's fortitude, he involuntarily felt his breathing became a little difficult at this moment. It was a long while later before his mouth finally emitted a low mutter without him even realizing it. His voice was filled with shock and disbelief. The huge golden lightning dragon lay in the deepest part of the lightning sea. Its eyes were tightly shut. Golden lightning arcs continued to flash over its body. An extermination-like energy quietly spread, causing the empty realm to appear extremely distorted. The densely packed bolts of black demon lightning lingered 10,000 feet away from the golden lightning dragon, as though they were worshipping their king. Gulp! Xiao Yin involuntarily swallowed a mouthful of saliva as he examined this scene. That faint sound was exceptionally loud in this completely quiet realm. Hence, many bolts of the black demon lightning suddenly turned and charged at Xiao Yin like many furious pythons. Xiao Yin merely withdrew once the black demon lightning beings started to charge over. His eyes rapidly flickered as he turned around and fled. He was not afraid of the black demon lightning, but he could not afford not to be afraid of the lightning dragon, which appeared to be in a slumber. He could sense a terrifying aura emanating from the dragon's body. He admitted that he was far inferior to that aura based on his guess. If one used human levels to measure the lightning dragon's strength, this lightning dragon was likely equivalent to a 7-star Do Shang. This level was something that Xiao Yin could not fight against. Hence, he did not hesitate to turn around and flee after discovering the level of the dragon's aura. Bang bang! Xiao Yan's fleeing attracted an increasing number of black demon lightning beings, so they chased after him. In an instant, the deepest parts of the lightning pool seemed to have churned. Xiao Yin had barged into their holy land and seemed to have infuriated them. Bolts of black demon lightning surged from all directions, headed toward Xiao Yin. Under the assault from such a number of black demon lightning beings, even Xiao Yin ended up feeling his scalp go numb. He waved his hand, and the Northern King appeared above his head. Xiao Yan's shoulders subsequently shook as Little Li appeared, after which Little Li flew below him. Both the Northern King and Little E guarded Xiao Yin from above and below respectively. The waves of black demon lightning beings arrived after Xiao Yin summoned Little E. However, a suction force erupted from the Northern King and Little E when they were 100 feet away from Xiao Yin. All of these bolts of lightning were absorbed into the duo's bodies. Let's go. Xiao Yin did not dare to remain still after easily blocking the attacks of the black demon lightning beings. A pair of bone wings appeared on his back. He was just about to hurriedly flee away when the pores all over his body suddenly opened wide. He hurriedly turned around and coincidentally saw the golden lightning dragon within the lightning pool slowly open its eyes. Lightning flashed and thunder roared within the dragon's eyes, as though the entire world had shot into those huge dragon eyes. This is bad. That big fellow has awakened. Dragon's pair of cold, emotionless eyes stared at Xiao Yin, causing him to feel as though his head was about to explode. The green-red bone wings on his back were flapped with great force as his body turned into a ray of light which fled from this lightning pool. Rumble! The golden lightning dragon widened its huge mouth after seeing Xiao Yin flee at such a rapid speed. 1,000-foot-large golden lightning emitted a crackling sound as it shot out at the speed of light. Within a flash, it had caught up to Xiao Yin. The golden lightning, which rushed at Xiao Yin from behind, caused his eyes to narrow. This speed left no room for him to escape. He decisively turned his body around. Majestic Do Qi swiftly gathered on the surface of his body like an enormous black hole-like swirl. With a wave of his hand, the Northern King was placed in front of him. Little E also flashed with a fire glow as he appeared on Xiao Yan's shoulder again. His small face currently revealed a rare solemnness. Xiao Yin was not given the opportunity to sigh in relief after forming many layers of defenses. The golden lightning filled his eyes before it ruthlessly struck the Northern King's body. Bang! That powerful collision sent the Northern King's body backwards. Xiao Yin hurriedly pressed on its back, but he was unable to block that huge force. Instead, he was also sent flying. Although the Northern King's body was sent flying, its ability to absorb lightning strength once again appeared. One could see many golden lightning arcs leaping around its body. They were like tiny insects that continuously burrowed into its body. At the same time, Xiao Yin had been struck by the lightning since his hand had been touching the Northern King's body. That frighteningly wild and violent energy shook and destroyed the Do Qi swirl on the surface of his body. Fortunately, Little E quickly stepped forward. He completely unleashed his devouring power and ruthlessly sucked in these golden-colored lightning arcs. Chi-Chi! The enormous golden lightning wrapped around Xiao Yin, Northern King, and Little E. Many huge lightning arcs continuously flickered. The surrounding black demon lightning beings, which had been rushing over, hurriedly came to a halt before fleeing into the distance. None of them dared to even come close to the golden lightning. Xiao Yin clenched his teeth while surrounded by the lightning arc. After Little E had devoured the golden lightning, an extremely destructive and mighty energy surged into his body. This was the energy that Little E had fed back to him. Xiao Yin hurriedly focused his mind on top of feeling shocked. He firmly controlled this vast and mighty energy, directing it through his medians. Wherever this energy passed, tiny golden arcs would flash before his body would emit waves of piercing pain. Even after being filtered by Little E, the energy from this 9 mysterious golden lightning still caused Xiao Yin to suffer. Fortunately, the interior of his body had already been strengthened by the black demon lightning. Hence, he did not need to worry about any danger despite suffering a bitter sensation. A golden lightning glow flickered. Xiao Yin tried his best to refine the wild and violent energy within his body. After a couple of minutes, the cold perspiration on his face finally diminished. That rebellious wild horse-like energy gradually turned into waves of floodwater like pure do qi that flowed into his bones. Xiaoyan suddenly discovered that his strength, which had ceased rising earlier, had actually began to once again grow at a slow pace. If this trend continued, he would likely reach the advanced level of the 5-star of the Dosheng class within a short moment. This sudden surprise caused Xiaoyan's face to involuntarily reveal joy. However, this joy had yet to spread when he was awoken by a crack sound. His eyes hurriedly shifted to the Northern King, only to find that its skin, which was covered in golden lightning arcs, had cracked and formed a faint gap. What a terrifying 9 mysterious golden lightning! Even the body of the Northern King cannot endure it. Xiaoyan's heart immediately became cold after seeing the crack that had formed. If Little Yi had not used his fire spirit to refine the lightning, even Xiaoyan would not dare to absorb this destructive energy. He immediately waved his hand and hurriedly put the Northern King into his storage ring. Xiaoyan had spent a lot of effort in order to refine this puppet. He would really feel his heart ache if the Northern King were to be destroyed in this place. Xiaoyan's body rapidly withdrew after he stored away the Northern King. Little Yi on his shoulder unleashed his devouring power to its limit. Finally, he absorbed the rest of the golden lightning into his body all at once. Immediately, the surface of his small body exploded and formed many golden lightning glows. The purifying demonic lotus flame within was unleashed to its limit to madly refine this lightning. I have broken through. Xiaoyan's body suddenly shook as an increasing amount of vast and mighty energy surged into Xiaoyan's body. A joy rose within his eyes. His strength had been elevated to the advanced level of the 5th star of the Dosheng class by relying on the strength of this 9 mysterious golden lightning. He had, at the very least, saved half a year's of training. Hurry and leave. Xiaoyan's body hurriedly withdrew as he relied on Little Yi to swallow the last bit of the 9 mysterious golden lightning. His eyes glanced at the deepest part of the sea of lightning as he withdrew. Many huge lightning arcs suddenly exploded from the golden lightning dragon's large body. A dragon roar containing a great misery reverberated across this sea of lightning in an earth-shaking manner. The black demon lightning beings around it withdrew into the distance in fear. A spiritual aura is gathering. This 9 mysterious golden lightning is actually trying to form a spirit. This understanding caused Xiaoyan's rapidly withdrawing figure to suddenly pause. His eyes quickly flickered. Although this 9 mysterious golden lightning was extremely terrifying, it did not possess an intelligence. In other words, it could not be called a spirit. This so-called spiritual gathering was actually the formation of intelligence. If this 9 mysterious golden lightning succeeded, it would turn into an existence similar to the purifying demonic lotus flame of the past, a 9 mysterious golden lightning with intelligence. Of course, this was not something that Xiaoyan desired. However, the 9 mysterious golden lightning would enter an extremely weak state while forming a spirit. Even with Xiaoyan's mental fortitude, his heart began to pound at a greater speed as he thought of its weakened state. From this, one could gain an understanding of just how terrifying the body of the 9 mysterious golden lightning was. However, everything required to increase one's lower also carried a risk. If there was a high risk involved, a greater reward would naturally follow. Even if Xiaoyan did not use the 9 mysterious golden lightning to break through to the 6th star of the Dosheng class after absorbing it, just having it in his hands meant that Xiaoyan would possess a killing weapon against an opponent who had reached the 7th star of the Dosheng class. The temptation that came from such a powerful weapon caused Xiaoyan's calm heart to pound despite the risks that accompanied it. Although Xiaoyan's strength had reached the peak level within the continent, his opponents were not ordinary beings. Having another trump card in his hand was equivalent to having another life. It is really the case of seeking treasures from danger. Xiaoyan slowly withdrew the excitement within his heart. His eyes continued to flicker as he glanced around the deepest part of the lightning sea. After hesitating within his heart for a short moment, he finally made up his mind. He would act if he found an opportunity, but if it was still extremely difficult to subdue the 9 mysterious golden light in its weakened state, he could only choose to withdraw. Xiaoyan focused his mind after making his decision. His eyes swept over the many lightning arcs that were exploding on the enormous body of the golden lightning dragon deep in the Sea of Lightning. While the 9 mysterious goldening lightning was emitting a miserable roar, the surrounding black demon lightning began to flee into the distance. At this moment, they did not even feel like chasing Xiaoyan. Instead, they stayed 10,000 feet away from the 9 mysterious golden lightning. Even though they did not possess any intelligence, their instincts told them that the 9 mysterious golden lightning was experiencing an extremely critical moment. Crackle! A golden bolt of lightning that was 1/5 the 9 mysterious golden lightning ruthlessly exploded on the surface of its body. A golden lightning arc filled with an exterminating strength wildly wiggled. This retaliation explosion caused even something as strong as the 9 mysterious golden lightning to struggle. However, some spirituality began to slowly rise within the dragon's icy cold, emotionless eyes. This caused it to appear to have gained a little more life, and to no longer appear as cold as a statue like it did earlier. Xiaoyan involuntarily licked his lips upon witnessing this change. It was unexpected that this 9 mysterious golden lightning had to endure such a ferocious retaliation in order to form a spirit, but if it was able to endure, it would likely become quite a terrifying existence in the future. There were all sorts of mysteries in this world. An example was the Bodhisattva ancient tree. It might only be an ancient tree, but at its peak, it was rumored to have even exchanged blows with an elite Dou-Di. Similarly, the Bodhisattva ancient tree did not possess much intelligence. The stronger a natural spiritual object was, the more difficult it was for it to form a spirit. This was the case for the Bodhisattva ancient tree, and it was no different for the 9 mysterious golden lightning. Bang bang! After a spiritual aura rose within the eyes of the 9 mysterious golden dragon, the retaliation within its body became even more intense. A thunder-like explosion reverberated from its body. Each terrifying explosion caused Xiaoyan's scalp to numb. Against these wild and violent explosions, the spirituality within the 9 serene golden lightning dragon's eyes was scattered. What a terrifying backlash! No wonder the Bodhisattva ancient tree is unable to form a spirit. If it does, there is no telling just how frightening the retaliation force would be. Xiaoyan felt speechless as he watched the spiritual aura within the eyes of the 9 mysterious golden lightning blast apart. From the looks of it, this 9 mysterious golden lightning might not succeed in forming a spirit. Woo! The surrounding black demon lightning beings seemed to have also sensed this through their instincts while this thought flashed through Xiaoyan's heart. A mysterious sound of sadness was emitted from the Sea of Lightning. Countless bolts of black demon lightning gathered together and pounced toward the 9 mysterious golden lightning. The many arcs of black demon lightning turned into tiny black electric sparks that invaded the 9 mysterious golden lightning's body upon contact. After their entry, the intense explosions happening in the body of the 9 mysterious golden lightning seemed to have weakened. It seemed as though these black demon lightning beings were using themselves to block the retaliation explosions happening within the body of the 9 mysterious golden lightning. The spirituality within the eyes of the 9 mysterious golden dragon became denser as many black demon lightning beings pounced over. At the same time, its originally bright golden body dimmed. The retaliation forces had caused it to grow weaker. Roar! The bolts of black demon lightning deep within the Sea of Lightning became even crazier while the 9 mysterious golden lightning let out a sharp, miserable roar. They fearlessly charged into its body, But as the spirituality within the 9 mysterious golden lightning's eyes became denser, the explosions happening within the dragon's body became even more uncontrollable. The exterminating ripples that dispersed from it caused even Xiaoyan in the distance to feel afraid. Looks like this big fellow is about to fail. Being a non-related party, Xiaoyan appeared quite calm. His eyes swept over before he shook his head. The retaliation explosions that had been unleashed within the 9 mysterious golden lightning's body had soared many times over. According to this trend, the bolts of black demon lightning were unable to suppress the lightning explosions regardless of how they pounced over. Once they failed to suppress these forces, the intelligence and spirit that the 9 mysterious golden lightning had formed after much difficulty would be blasted apart. Xiaoyan softly sighed after clearly envisioning the end. The 9 mysterious golden lightning had been formed after an unknowingly long period of time. It was indeed a pity for it to fail to form a spirit. The heavens might have blessed it with great strength, but they had also deprived it of other rights. Bang, bang, bang. The 9 mysterious golden lightning appeared dim as it lay deep in the sea of lightning. Its body, which appeared to be made of gold, had also become a lot more illusory. It no longer had the ability to resist such a frightening backlash. The surrounding black demon lightning being ceased charging forward when the 9 mysterious golden lightning deflated into the lightning sea as though it had accepted its fate. They lingered around the dragon and emitted deep whines. Their voices were filled with misery.
Ugh.
Xiaoyan sighed after watching the 9 mysterious golden lightning weaken. The dragon was no longer able to cause him to feel the danger he had felt earlier. The spiritual formation has failed. Xiaoyan shook his head. He stepped through empty space and rushed down. After which, he appeared deep within the sea of lightning. He looked at the 10,000-foot-large golden lightning dragon from close proximity. The dragon was looking at him with a pair of extremely dim eyes. It did not launch any attacks. Whine. However, the black demon lightning beings furiously rushed over when Xiaoyan had barged in again. They whistled and charged over, but little rose from Xiaoyan's shoulder. Only then did these charging bodies come to a halt, as though they were extremely afraid of the baby. Give me your strength, and I will help you form a spirit. Xiaoyan's body floated in front of the 9 mysterious golden lightning. His tiny body was just like an ant. However, his calm voice caused the dim dragon eyes of the 9 mysterious golden lightning to fluctuate. Great strength is the biggest obstacle to the formation of your spirit. Xiaoyan's hand gently pressed on a dragon scale in front of the 9 mysterious golden lightning eyes. Immediately, a pink flame surged from his finger, after which he violently pulled. A bright golden lightning glow was immediately pulled out of the 9 mysterious golden lightning's body. The golden lightning vaguely gathered into a giant lightning dragon. The extraction was unexpectedly smooth. One reason was that the 9 mysterious golden lightning was extremely weak. The second was that it did not retaliate even a little, as though it had understood Xiaoyan's words. In order to possess intelligence, it was willing to abandon its strength. It was already tired of this kind of blurry feeling of existence. What a terrifying destructive force. The pink flame on Xiaoyan's palm soared. It transformed into a huge fire net that firmly restrained the golden lightning dragon. This was the strength within the 9 mysterious golden lightning's body. The destructive properties inside had greatly exceeded Xiaoyan's expectations. Even his body would explode if he were to absorb this destructive energy. Roar! The golden lightning dragon wildly struggled within the fire net. It wanted to escape, but it clearly did not possess the ability to do so without being driven by someone or something. Seal! Xiaoyan slid his finger across the air in front of him, and a bloodline flew out. After which, a formation swiftly formed on the fire web. A fire glow shook and the fire net, which had wrapped around the golden dragon, began to rapidly shrink. Finally, it turned into a miniature lightning dragon that entered Little Yi's body. This destructive strength was something that only Little Yi's fire spirit could endure. Xiaoyan only sighed in relief after completing this task. His eyes returned to the 9 mysterious golden lightning in front of him. Since its strength had been extracted, it had turned into a 100-foot-large golden dragon. Xiaoyan's hand gently rubbed the dragon head of this 9 mysterious golden lightning. His hand formed a seal, and the spiritual aura around him swiftly gathered before turning into a spiritual seed that slowly entered the body of the 9 mysterious golden lightning. Currently, the 9 mysterious golden lightning was only an existence equivalent to a Dozun. There was no retaliation as its spirit formed at this moment. Xiaoyan smiled when he saw the spiritually soaring within the dragon eyes of the 9 mysterious golden lightning. Obtaining intelligence was only too easy after giving up its power. In the future, you will be the only 9 mysterious golden lightning that possesses intelligence in this world. Xiaoyan once again patted the 9 mysterious golden lightning, after which he suddenly turned around. His body turned into a bright light that rushed out of the lightning pool. The dragon eyes of the 9 mysterious golden dragon studied the back of the figure flying away from the deep lightning pool. At this moment, it was just like a small beast that had just been born. It firmly remembered the first person it had seen and would never forget him,